Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Just making sure I don't have this turned up so it's all good. Let me know if audio is all good and all of that. I'm pretty excited. I haven't done like a live stream in quite a while. And why not a better time to do it till... Oh wow, this is a random... My hair at the back is just up. I probably am not going to be able to fix that. Hold on, let me just bring this up. I just noticed that then. Okay, that doesn't look good, does it? Let's try and push that down. I think I've just made it 20 times worse. Let's just leave it. Let's just rock with it. Let's just pretend like it's not there, or let's just pretend like it's normal. One of the two. But welcome everyone that's coming in. Well, am I dropping frames, or is that just... Is this lagging? Okay, it's all good. I think it was like a lagging on my screen then, but it doesn't say I'm dropping frames, so it should all be sweet. Yeah, so welcome everyone to the stream. Obviously, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be reacting to the new Dark Phoenix or X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer. I don't know necessarily what the actual movie's called, whether it's just called Dark Phoenix or X-Men Dark Phoenix, one of the two. So it's 2:33 p.m. in Australia, and it's 12:33 p.m. I think on the East Coast of America, and like 11:33 in Central US time. I don't know, I'm just going off the top of my head with time zones, but the trailer is premiering on the James Corden show, which starts in like 4 minutes or something. Usually with these late night shows, when they actually, let me remove one of my ear cuffs so I can tell how loud I'm talking. When they debut these trailers on these late shows, it's usually around halfway, but sometimes they can be at the beginning. Because I think I remember when they did Civil War on Jimmy Kimmel, Robert Downey Jr. and someone else were like their first guest, and the trailer was out there in the first 15 minutes of the talk show. So yeah, so it should drop hopefully in the next, well, hopefully next half an hour, but maybe even earlier. So we'll just have a chat before that and just like get some like expectations and stuff like that. What you're looking forward to. There's a lot of hate around this movie, like before anyone's even seen anything. I'm looking forward to it. I've liked the X-Men movies. The only one I didn't really like was X-Men 3, but even then I still somewhat enjoyed it. Like, it still had some cool moments, just that it felt a bit meh overall. I enjoyed Apocalypse for the most part. I guess the biggest letdown with that movie was Apocalypse, but I thought everything else was okay. So I don't mind the X-Men. I know there's a lot of people like, yay, it's going to Marvel Studios and it's going to be in the MCU. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like, they're going to have to recast. Like, I know you don't have Hugh Jackman there as Wolverine anymore, so there's not a lot of like leverage, I guess they could do to like keep those cast members because he's out. It does seem like maybe like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is going to be the only one that sticks around when they go over to Disney. But yeah, welcome everyone in the chat. It'll be around midnight for Central Time. That'll come out. Yeah, so what's that? That'll be like, what, 25 minutes hopefully. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long. It's usually not towards the end because Sophie Turner's there, who plays Jean Grey, which makes sense. It's basically her movie. It's called Dark Phoenix. So she'll probably do like half the interview, do the trailer, then finish off the interview, maybe, or something like that. Why haven't I streamed in a while? Just like timing, because usually when I do stream, it's either like a day I don't upload a video, or something like that. And then I think a couple of days ago I was going to stream. I didn't upload a video, and I think my internet was being really weird. Like, it was working, like it felt fast, but when I was like tested like for speeds for streaming, it was like all over the joint. I don't know what was going on, so I thought better off just me not even trying to stream instead of like starting a stream and it going all haywire. Sorry for that. Just let me open up something on my other... I don't know what I was trying to say there on my other screen. But yeah, I should have said this. If you obviously everyone, welcome to the stream. Hopefully have a good time. Just try and keep the chat nice and civil, and you know, just have I guess a good time. I guess if you hate the trailer, feel free to criticize when we watch it. But for the most part, just try and keep the chat nice and civil and just have a good time. If you want to help support the stream, you can super chat by clicking the little dollar emblem down near the text box where you type. Or you can click the link at the top of the description, go to streamlabs.com, and you can donate through those means. Just let me open this up. Sorry for this. I should have done this beforehand. I don't know why I'm doing it now. And I have it open now. Okay, sweet.
This house is bitchin'.
Thank you, Matthew, with the $5. What do you think of the monitor casting for the crossover? I don't mind it. I think it's actually a a solid surprise as well, because we just thought it was going to be, like, because that's the thing, they said with this crossover, it's going to be more grounded. And then we had, like, Dr. Destiny come in, who's, that looked like they could have been doing a bit of a change with his character, but still much more grounded than, like, Nazis from another Earth and stuff like that. But a lot of people are going, oh, he's the villain. The Monitor in the comics isn't a villain. I don't know if they're going to make him a villain in the crossover, but in the comics, he's not a villain. He's just a dude. He's just a dude from outer space. But you have the anti-Monitor, or the anti-Monitor, who is the villain. He's the guy that does all the Crisis on Earth X stuff. And oh no, not Crisis on Earth X, Crisis on Infinite Earths. And in the comics, in the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline, the Monitor is coming to try and stop the anti-Monitor. So what they could do is, in this crossover, introduce the Monitor, and then next year or a couple of years later, another crossover, they can do the Crisis on Infinite Earth sort of storyline, have the anti-Monitor there, but have the Monitor there as well to try and, like, help them. Or he could be warning them of, like, a threat coming in or something along those lines. We don't know. It might be a different portrayal of the Monitor than what we used to from the comics, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I was very surprised by that casting and that announcement. I wasn't really expecting it. I thought it was going to be like a Batman or like a Lex Luthor or something. I thought that's what the casting was going to be. Am I going to do a video on the casting? Yeah, it's either tomorrow or the next day. I have 2 videos out tomorrow and 2 videos out the next day, but I'm not too sure which videos are going to be which. I know tomorrow I'm going to do a Legends of Tomorrow trailer breakdown, but I'm not too sure what the second video is going to be tomorrow. I have to wait and see. So what time is the trailer coming out? Well, James Corden's just started. So if you're in America and it's on, you can watch it, I guess. But that started like literally in the past couple of minutes. So I'm just going to be basically looking on Twitter. I've got the 20th Century Fox YouTube page open. I just refreshed then, just for some blind luck, I guess, it'd randomly be there. But I've got yeah, the 20th Century Fox YouTube page up. I should actually get the James Corden one though, shouldn't I? Because that happens sometimes. Like Jimmy Kimmel uploads his. Sorry if you hear noise in the background in like a couple of seconds. Okay, I'll stop that quickly. So I've got him open now. Oops, what did I just press? So I just pressed something and something happened to my computer. But yeah, so I have both of those open and I've got Twitter open, so I'm sure Twitter will spam it out when it eventually drops. Birds of Prey casting. A lot of people are blowing up about like, oh my god, it's a diverse casting for Black Canary. And like, she's gonna have a blonde wig, and you're real like the actress that they got, Janelle, is it Journey Smollett something? On Twitter it's just Journey Smollett. I think it's Journey Smollett Bell. I think that's her name. You know, she's fairly light-skinned for a diverse actor, and once you chuck on a blonde wig, you're really not going to notice much. Like, really. The biggest issue I had is if they made a Black Canary and it was like one of the people going on about, oh, Janelle Monáe should have been. I don't know who started that thing, but everyone was going, oh, Janelle Monáe got ripped off and she's not Black Canary. I was like, that would have been a terrible choice. Who the hell wanted Janelle Monáe? Isn't she like meant to be like sort of like, I don't know. Anyway, she would have been a terrible choice if they had Janelle Monáe. Like, they had to get someone who would have, you know, when present, even if they don't look like that Black Canary, like, you know, well, white from the comics, once they have the blonde wig on or some sort of like blondish wig on, you can look at it and go, that's Black Canary and stuff like that. I'm looking at Janelle Monáe, I'm like, no matter what type of wig they put on her, that she would have not looked like Black Canary at all. That would have been a terrible casting. Mary Elizabeth Winstead for Huntress is awesome. I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's awesome. So I'm excited to see her play Huntress. I guess it just matters who they cast from Renee Montoya, and I am still very interested to see whether Renee Montoya is just Renee Montoya, the cop, or she's the Question version of Renee Montoya. So I'm sure you guys know of the Question. In the comics, Renee Montoya is a version of the Question. So I wonder if that's gonna be her, or she's just gonna be a cop that's with a vigilante group. So that'll be interesting, and working with Harley Quinn as well. So who knows what they're gonna do there. Actually, I won't do it. I won't bring it up in this stream because I think it's too hard for me to put the video up. Actually, the photo up. To be completely honest, there is a photo out there. If you're a fan of the Flash, that looks like Iris is pregnant. I'll probably do a video on the next couple of days. But I was like, If you're on my Discord, I did post it in like the flash section in my Discord. If you don't follow my Discord, it's linked in the description down below. And it looks like Iris is pregnant in the photo. Maybe it's just a bad angle. I don't know. So I'm just scrolling through the chat. Catherine Winnick should have been Dinah. Maybe she didn't want the role. That's what it could have come down to. And I think they wanted to get like a smaller cast. I don't think they... Well, then Catherine Winnick isn't like a massive name, I guess, though. I think she was obviously the big fan cast, or like her or Blake Lively was the big fan cast of Black Canary. But I don't mind the choice. Like this Journey Smollett, haven't watched anything with her. I have no idea who she is. Never heard of her before. But just looking at her, I'm like, I think she'll suit it. Chuck a blonde wig on her. I think she'd look good. Obviously, Black Canary doesn't wear... A lot of the time has like either shorter like hair or just like shorter like darker hair or just dark hair in general, and then puts a blonde wig on when she goes out as Black Canary. Hello Miles, welcome to this chat. How's it feel having a male comment on your YouTube and Twitter? It was random as hell. The Twitter one was more random because some people have told me before that he's referenced my videos, but this was like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. So the comment was surprising, but the tweet was like next level because of that. I've like my most liked tweet has like over 1,000 likes now. It's like my most liked tweet, I think. I'm pretty sure. Either there's that or I think there was another one I did about the Logan Paul KSI fight, which got up there as well. But yeah, it's pretty random. Steven's awesome. Am I hyped for the new Joker movie? Yeah, I can't wait for it. It should be good. Is the Discord invite invalid? Damn it. If any of the mods are here and you're in the Discord, would you be able to get a Discord link and chuck it in the chat? Just like spam it a couple of times. That'd be much appreciated if you could do that. If not, I'll get it in a couple of minutes if no one can do it. Actually, I might just do it myself now because I opened it. Sorry for this. Create instant invite. I don't know why. I set it to never expire. Okay, so there's the Discord. It's gonna be delayed. Obviously, I just spammed it a couple of times. So there's a Discord if you want to join my Discord. The trailer, when is the trailer? The trailer should be out hopefully... James Corden's about 10 minutes into their show, so hopefully we get the trailer in like maybe like the next 10 to 15 minutes, but we'll just have a chat before that. Oh my god, I thought it just dropped then. Okay, hold on. I'm going to open up the Late Show Twitter account as well. Just in case it drops on Twitter. I'd rather at YouTube because I have everything set up to like showcase it on YouTube if it drops. Okay, so I was watching your old videos. Remember your old intro? I can't remember, to be completely honest. Hey Pagey, would you have rather the Batman casting in regards to when they announced the monitor? I'll have a video coming out, and it probably, like, I have a couple of videos. I'm not too sure when they're individually going to come out, but a video will come out in the next handful of days about Batman still possibly either being in the crossover or being in the Batwoman TV show, because some stuff dropped which is like, oh, are they designing a Batman thing for the CW? So yeah, so I'll have that coming out the next day. But a Batman casting would have been cool, you know. Like Superman's in the crossover, so can you really not do Batman? Have I seen Split? Yeah, I've seen Split. Split's a very good movie. I'm a big fan of Unbreakable and Split. Lachlan, I have to go to Streamlabs, I think, to get that, because that's a long little thing there, and I can't really read that out. If this wants to reload. Hello, are you going to reload? Okay, Lachlan with the $2. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I donated a few times in your Twitch streams. Did you finish Cloak and Dagger, and what did you think? Dark Phoenix hype. Thanks for making such great videos, by the way. Love the content. Lachlan, smiley face. Yeah, I do remember you, Lachlan. I think, yeah. I'm trying to remember what your Twitch name was. I think you had Lachlan in there. I'm pretty sure it was like Lachlan. Might be the same as your YouTube name as well. Cloak and Dagger. I only got a couple of episodes in. There's just been a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it before the shows come back. However, I'm going to be like bedridden for like 2 weeks come next week, so I'll have a lot of time to catch up on shows. So I might be able to, what do you call it? Catch up on it then, as well as I haven't started The Gifted. Well, it only has 1 episode, I guess, The Gifted season 2. So I'll probably have like 2 or 3 episodes to watch it that when I finally need to get around to it. So people asking about the trailer. The trailer should be out. Look, James Corden. Oh god, I thought the trailer dropped us in. James Corden just started about 10 minutes ago, roughly. 10 minutes exactly, I think. So hopefully we get the trailer in as I said, a couple minutes ago, 10 to 15 minutes. Well, the trailer's out now. I don't trust people. No way the trailer's out. It was just people messing with me. People love to mess with me. Oh, he's playing the trailer right now. Okay. Hold on, I'm opening up the X-Men movies. Okay, I'm going to open up that as well. Okay, so hopefully we get the trailer coming on live in a second. No one spoil anything as well, because I want to have at least a somewhat unique, or not unique, but legit reaction. I'll just basically, might actually open up another tab and just type in Dark Phoenix. Oh, I can't spell. Trailer. Upload date. Okay, I'll keep that open in a second. Let me just go back to the chat. Am I from Australia? If so, what part? Yeah, I'm from Australia. I am from Queensland. I'm originally from Sydney though, but I'm living in Queensland at the moment. Matthew with the $5. Hype for Daredevil season 3. I'm gonna have to refresh this for a second. Didn't get to finish that off. But thanks, Matthew. Hype for Daredevil season 3. I am now because of Kingpin getting the white suit. Yeah, I didn't see that trailer. I didn't watch it, but I saw the screenshots of it. So yeah. So fairly hyped for that as well. Can't wait. Kingpin is you know, I was wondering if they were ever gonna make him a main thing again on Daredevil, but obviously that's gonna be the case. Once again, let's quickly refresh these two YouTube pages. Don't have anything there. Do we have anything on Twitter? Come on, drop a trailer. Drop the trailer, please. Would be much appreciated if you did that. Come on, don't tease us. Joker and Harley Quinn movie script has been turned in. Thoughts? Interested to see what they do with that. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't say I'm overly excited for it. I think Jared Leto deserves another chance because I think his Joker was somewhat decent. Just didn't get a lot of time to shine. So, if that's the movie that you get to see that he's a decent Joker, then fair enough. But I wouldn't say I'm excited for it. Okay, yeah, I'm just on Twitter now, refreshing those two accounts. No. Well, I don't think they'd drop it on the James Corden Twitter account. They'd probably just... they might drop it on their YouTube page, though. No. Come on, is it on here? Oh, wait. Oh, got it. Okay, we're watching it right now. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. We're about to watch it. I've got it open here. Okay, let me... Can you hear that? Okay, you can hear that. Okay, sweet. So, let me just move that here. Okay, so we're going to be watching the trailer in 3, 2, 1. Let me put this on my other here so I can hear everything. Okay, here we go now.
You think you can fix me?
Jean,
obviously this is when she's younger.
Broken.
Whoa, he's got hair. Haven't seen that for a while.
The mind is a fragile thing. Takes only the slightest tap to tip it in the wrong direction.
Charles, what did you do?
I had to keep her stable. I protected her.
From the truth? There's another word for that.
They're wearing the X-Men suits.
I came looking for answers.
Whoa, she looks different.
You feel like you don't belong here. You don't. They can't begin to comprehend what you are.
She's changing.
And what?
It didn't come here looking for answers. You came here looking for permission. Jean. She's all rage, pain, and it's all coming out at once.
Jean lost control, but she's still our friend.
This is your fault, Charles.
The world is on the
What the
brink.
hell's going on?
I'm
Why are they in
sorry. I didn't
space?
stop it sooner.
You're always sorry, Charles. And there's always a speech. And nobody cares.
There's still hope. Don't do this.
They're right to fear me.
Oh, who died? Who died?
Evil. I'm
Whoa.
looking at it now.
Oh, no end little thing? Oh, I thought there was some like end little thing. Okay, just trying to think whether like I didn't mind it. I was just maybe expecting a bit. I was expecting more because this has been delayed so much. Like this has been like just I'm gonna move this over. Like this has been like delayed heaps. So I was just expecting that looks like that was a trailer they would have like that was like a teaser trailer almost. And like I still liked it. I was just expecting more, if that makes sense. And that just comes down to the fact that it's just been delayed so much. She looks different though. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sophie Turner in X-Men Apocalypse. I thought wasn't a good casting for Jean Grey. Here she doesn't look too bad. I think she looks much better. Like I think they actually got her hair better. Like before it just didn't look good. Like they needed to change her hair up a bit. But in this one it looks decent. Interested to see like who the hell died. Like if we go, I'll bring it up again. Let me just make it a bit smaller. Let me put this over here. Like if we make it big again, like who? Oh, sorry. Let me mute it. Where's the Where's the grave? Like who the hell died? Because you got Beast there. You can see Professor X there. Let me move that over here. And then I think you saw Storm and Nightcrawler. So who died? Quicksilver? Did Cyclops get killed? Mystique? Mystique dies? Oh, that makes sense maybe why he's like super upset maybe. Like it wouldn't be Magneto obviously. Like they said like I get that, but then they did the whole thing with like Magneto's. That's probably the only issue I've had with the X-Men movies. I think recently is like every single movie like Magneto has the same storyline. Like oh he's an accomplice, then he's evil, and then no he's an accomplice, then he's evil. So they keep going back and forth with his character when I'd rather just go to Magneto like what he was in the original trilogy. Like this was cool though. Is that Jean though? You'd have to think it is. It's just hard to tell though. Or is that another mutant? I don't know. Like she looks pretty cool there. But what was the other thing I wanted to look at? There was when they're going to space. Where was the space stuff? Here. Does anyone know why they go to space? Is there a reason why they go to space? Because I'm confused. Is like I don't know if is this meant to be in the storyline? I can't remember. Is there a reason they go into space or not? Or is this because obviously like in that shot where she was like the fireball and stuff, it looks like that's in space. So I'm guessing she just goes up to space. Is there a reason they go to space to run away from Fox? Who said that? The Dawn. That's funny. To encounter the Phoenix Force. Maybe Jean is the one that dies. They'll probably do that. Jean will probably die come the end of it. I don't know. Like, Well, hold on. You do see Mystique on the floor there with Beast. So maybe Mystique is the one that dies. What's going on there? Why are they holding hands? Oh, it's like Team X-Men. Well, we have Storm, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and X-Men. Professor X. So, I don't know. Like, I'm intrigued. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. But I'm just sort of like, it was just a bit underwhelming. Like, I think a lot of people were saying that in the thing. It just looked a bit underwhelming. To rescue astronauts. Jean is going to implode, so they blast her ass off the Earth. At the end, it looks like she explodes, so maybe Jean... Yeah, oh, I already read that, sorry. The Skrulls are supposed to... Yeah, I heard the rumor, like, the Skrulls are meant to be in this, and I think even, like... where was Jessica Chastain's character? Here, like, that's Jessica Chastain's character. Apparently, people were saying that she's meant to be, like, a Skrull, but I don't know if that's the case. But obviously, she goes to Jean Grey, but I don't know if that's the case. Like, she's meant to be a, what do you call it, a Skrull. I don't know. That could just be some bullshit, that bullcrap rumor. Can we get a link, Pagey? It's just type in, it's on the James Corden, what do you call it? YouTube page. That's where I got it, at least. The Skrulls are in Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's I think the confusing bit, because unless Captain Marvel doesn't call them Skrulls and we just see them, and they're waiting until they get the Fox deal until they can actually use the term Skrulls. That could be what's happening there, because I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't say Skrulls in the Captain Marvel trailer. So they might not use them. They might just have them there, and then they're just appearing there. So if you can see my dog in the background. And then they, when they finally get the Fox stuff going over there to them, by the time they get to like Secret Invasion, whatever it's called, then they can actually use the term Skrulls. React to the Captain Marvel trailer. Well, I've already seen it. It wouldn't be a reaction. I thought it was average. So I'm just reading through the chat. Wait, how would they die if they exist in previous X-Men movies, like the first three? Explain. I don't know, Olivia. I honestly don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing that just changed stuff. So, well, it's like with Mystique. Like in the original one, they don't really like allude to anything between her or Professor X and stuff like that, or any of the other X-Men. So obviously with Mystique, there's a massive change already. You'd have to say like the only consistent characters there would have to be probably Professor X and Magneto. I guess Wolverine, if you want to chuck him in there as well, are the only ones that are consistent with their past versions. Well, not even Wolverine. It's basically just Professor X and Magneto are the only ones that are sort of like consistent in regards to those first three movies to the first class trilogy, if you want to call it, with these new characters. I was supposed to be a background character, and they said while filming that the X-Men go to save people from space. I wonder who the hell's in space then. You said that this Dark Phoenix was badly cast. What do you think? Was the Phoenix portrayed good in X-Men 3? X-Men 3? What do you think? Well, no, that's the thing. Like, I don't mind. So Sophie Turner looks good in this. Where's the first look at her? Like here, she looks good. I think she looks good here. And it's the hair. Just even like little things down to the hair. But if you go look at X-Men Apocalypse, it can just be stuff like her hair. It doesn't make her look good. But like I think here she looks very Jean Grey-ish. I still don't think. Like I still think there could have been better choices for Jean Grey. Like obviously she's got it because. Hashtag Game of Thrones actor, so that's probably why she got the role. So I'm just looking through the chat quickly, but I think she looks much better in this movie just based off aesthetic from what we can see in this trailer than she did in basically all of X-Men Apocalypse. I really couldn't stand her in X-Men Apocalypse, to be completely honest. Is this set in the 90s? it would be, wouldn't it? Because Apocalypse was in the 80s, wasn't it? Am I right in that? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm just looking through the chat. All we can hope for in this is the Quicksilver scenes. Yeah, I think we had to get like a couple shots of Quicksilver. Like there's one in him in the school, I think it was. Here. Quick shot of Quicksilver there. But I don't think you really see much of him apart from that. Oh, you get some here. You get Quicksilver over here. Not too sure about the suits. I'm not too sure if these are the same suits that were in the end of Apocalypse, but I'm not too sure about them here. They look okay. I guess it is the 90s, so you have to give them some sort of leeway there, but like she looks cool there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like she looks, just in this trailer, she looks like so much cooler and just better than she did in all of Apocalypse. I thought she just wasn't that good in Apocalypse. So who's in this? Who's that? Is that? Who is that? Can anyone tell me who that is? You have Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Mystique. You have Quicksilver back here. Just notice that Quicksilver's going to space. Who's that? Is that Jean Grey? It would be weird if that's her, because she seems to be very rogue this movie, so I don't know who the hell that is. Is it Storm? Am I just like having a just having like a mind fart or brain fart, just not realizing who that is? Unless it's Beast when he's not Beast. It's just Hank. I don't know, it might just be Hank. I was gonna say, yeah, I just can't see her hair, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it might just, I don't know who it is. Who knows? We'll never know, I guess, unless there's something else in the trailer. We get a suggestion at who it could be. See, I think it's just him. I think it's just Hank. It's just Beast when he's not Beast. But anyway, God, look at that. He's like tripping out. Just trying to see if there's anything cool. It's same stuff. And Magneto stuff that's repetitive. So obviously this is like the early stages of the Brotherhood of Mutants, I'm guessing. No idea who these two people here are. I know why Beast is there. Is Beast like being like fuck you to everyone else? Who's on Professor X's side? Those three. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens to Quicksilver. Because Quicksilver goes to space, but he doesn't seem to be hanging around any of these dudes. We see him in school, but that's obviously going to be like the opening of the movie. So I'm sort of confused where the hell Quicksilver is. I don't know if they'd kill off Quicksilver. But then again, this is meant to be like the last movie in this sort of franchise with Fox. So Hank has glasses though, doesn't he? Yeah, but he might just not wear glasses, especially if they're going to space. You might lose your glasses. See if there's anything at the funeral again. Magneto bulking out. I don't know what's going on there. And then that fireball thing again. That's about it. And then we get this. So that's about it. With really, like, as I said, I think the trailer was half decent, but it was pretty underwhelming. Like, for the most part, I thought it was pretty underwhelming. But not disappointing, if that makes sense. Like, I was just expecting a tiny bit more, just because this trailer's been delayed so much. But for the most part, I thought it was, like, it showed you what needed to be shown. Just sort of, like, they didn't really do anything with Jessica Chastain's character. So you have no real, like, hint as to who the hell she is. Wherever she popped up again. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Okay, trailer. I'm not going to freak out about it. Why the hell does everyone look exactly the same when like 10 years have passed? Magneto, Charles, and Mystique look exactly the same as they did 30. Yeah, I know. The person who looks the most different in this trailer is Jean Grey. She looks the most different. So, yeah. I lost that chat box. Here we go. It's a first trailer. Yeah, but that's the whole point. Just because it's been delayed so much, you think they might have reworked the trailer a bit, just to show a bit more. It's like with the Captain Marvel. Even though I think the Captain Marvel trailer was a bit, how you going? It could have been a bit better. They obviously put some stuff in there that if they released the trailer like a couple of months ago, they wouldn't have put in there. Like, I don't think they would have put the binary mode in that trailer, and they might not have put maybe the Skrulls on the beach or the Skrulls on the beach in the trailer. If that trailer had come out like a couple of months before, maybe around the time that Black Panther released their first teaser trailer. So sometimes when a trailer gets delayed, they show more in the trailer. Just like Aquaman or Aquaman showed more in their trailer because they delayed it so much. What time is it, Pagey? It's 10:08 p.m. in California. It's currently 3:08 p.m. So you're 7 hours ahead, but a day behind. It's Thursday afternoon here currently. What was the news for Elseworlds? Well, there wasn't much news. I just said it was Elseworlds, so that's about it. Unless I did a video on it earlier, like the video I did before on my channel, the most recent videos, like the best way. Just if you just go watch that, I basically explain it the best that I could. Why aren't the Legends in the crossover this year? Just because they're doing Elseworlds. I think it just would have been too much. You want to see the Into the Spider-Verse movie? Yeah, I'll go see it. I'm not. The art looks cool. I don't know about the story. I think a lot of people seem to be a bit iffy on the story. It looks like there might be too much going on, but the art looks cool, and that's like one of the massive things that's sort of drawing me to going and seeing it. Did you see the Wayne Tower on the poster? Yeah, I talked about it in my video. If you go watch it. Am I pumped for Venom? Yeah, I can't wait. It comes out in exactly a week from now, but hopefully there's a screening on the Wednesday. That yeah. God, I've been streaming for 40 minutes. Well, I guess we're waiting for the trailer and then watching the trailer and going over all of that, I guess. So. Did they even release the trailer on the X-Men movies? Oh, they did. Okay. I was wondering, did they even tweet it out in their account? That'd be so weird if they didn't. Okay, all good. I don't think the trailer looks bad. I think it still looks decent. Like, if this trailer was released like a couple of months back, I don't think people would be complaining about it too much. I think it's just because it's been delayed so much and we got like, what, 6 months till the movie comes out? And then maybe should have been something a bit more epic. Like, if that's like maybe what the complete movie is and that really summarizes the movie without like obviously spoiling it, but like sort of summarizes like the tone and the general vibes of the movie, then maybe the movie won't be amazing, it'll just be average, but yeah, just a bit underwhelming, I think. Just no massive moments. What's happening to New Mutants? I don't know. I don't think that movie looked that good anyway from the trailer. Everyone was going, oh, has some horror elements. It's like, yeah, but just because it has horror elements doesn't mean it's good. Like, Anya Taylor-Joy's in it. I think she's a good actress and I like her a lot, so I wouldn't mind seeing the movie because of her, but she'd probably be the only... She would probably be like the only draw card for me to go see that movie. People build it up too much in their heads. For me, I didn't, because I only knew that the trailer was coming out yesterday. I didn't even know. There was like a leaked trailer. Didn't even see anything in it. But yeah, like I wasn't really hyped for it. I only got like sort of excited to watch it like a couple of hours ago, and I thought, you know what, I'll stream my reaction to it. Sorry, mate, I gotta go have a good one. That's okay, Ben. Chris, seriously, dude, talk about being negative. There's a difference between about being negative and being honest. What's my favorite X-Men movie? I like First Class a lot. It was X-Men 2, but like, you know, it's just a bit dated. Like, I'm one of those people that like a movie can get really dated for me. I think X-Men 2 is a bit dated with like certain things. So I do like First Class and like Days of Future Past a lot. Like, I know a lot of X-Men purists don't like the Days of Future Past movie. I think it's pretty cool, though. I think the concept of it's pretty cool and how they worked it from, you know, book to screen. X3 wasn't even that bad. I think X3 was just like, in comparison to the other movies, it was just like a disappointing. And maybe they just bit too much off. They were just trying to go for too big of a thing. No, you haven't seen the movie. Chris, I feel like you just came in the last couple of minutes and you have literally not listened to anything I've said. Because if you listen to everything else I'd said, you'd know that. But what I'm saying is that that trailer was disappointing in regards to the time from this coming out to the movie. There should have been either more in this trailer or another trailer came out beforehand. It's just underwhelming. I don't think anyone's going to be saying that trailer was amazing. I'd be very surprised if that's the case. If anyone's sort of freaking out about it. I love the X-Men movies as well. Is the trailer live? It's on the James Corden YouTube channel. I don't know if it's anywhere else. Actually, it's on Twitter. But I don't know if 20th Century Fox has uploaded it to their YouTube. They're sometimes a bit slow. No, they uploaded it. They were a bit late though. I think we're a couple minutes late compared to the other people. Compared to the other what do you call it? Other you know, Twitter things and channels and stuff. Sorry, my dog was just making a noise in the background that scared the living crap out of me. I've seen Days of Future Past and Apocalypse. Quicksilver was the only redeeming part of it. I'm sorry, I'm an X-Men hater. That's fair enough. Chris, you may as well stop. I'm like, your opinion basically is just pointless at the moment. The Russo brothers are trolling again. Did they tweet out something again? Or say something again? That's okay, Red Hood. See you later. Thanks for joining the stream for as long as you could. What is the... Yeah, it's Monitor. Yeah, Ben, I saw that, about 12 hours ago. In my video, I commented in the comment section because I made the video and then when I was uploading it, that news came out. I was like, I'm just going to upload this video and I'll say in the comments and I'll do a video like in the next day or two about what that means going forward. The Monitor isn't that big of a casting on himself. It's more for what follows afterwards. But I think people are getting confused. Actually, I know for a fact, people are getting confused with the Monitor casting and confusing him with Anti-Monitor. I think people think it's the same character. I'm not saying anyone here that's saying it is. I'm just saying in general from what I've seen online, people are getting the two characters confused, which is not good because then people think a certain thing's going to happen, which isn't going to happen. Who is the Monitor? Essentially, he's just like some, not celestial being, but like galactical being. But his brother is the Anti-Monitor. I think like the Monitor is sometimes called the... I think it's the Over-Monitor. I think it's Over-Monitor. Over-Monitor, I'm pretty sure it is. It's Over-Monitor or something else, but I'm pretty sure it's Over-Monitor. But his brother is the Anti-Monitor who does all the Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff, which aka means Barry's death. Now, I'll probably talk about my video that I've released about it, you know, whenever. But I don't know if they're ever going to do Crisis on Infinite Earths because the whole thing about Barry dying or vanishing is meant to be about like the whole Reverse Flash fight that he has, or fight with Reverse Flash. So I have to wait and see. Or maybe they do Crisis on Infinite Earths and Wally West dies or something like that, or someone else dies. Actually, well, I'm going to do this now. So people that are still in stream, if you watch The Flash, pay attention because we're going to quickly... okay, let me just save this. Okay, I'm going to bring up an image on screen. It's going to take up the whole screen as well. I need you to tell me honestly, does Iris look... Okay, hold on. I'll bring up the photo first and then I'll say what I want to say. Okay. In people's honest opinion, let me know in the chat. Do people think that Iris looks pregnant in this photo? Do people think that Iris looks pregnant in this photo? I need to know. I don't know if it's the angle of the thing, but I don't know if Candice Patton is wearing some sort of thing to make it look like she's a bit pregnant. Because if that's the case, that means we could getting pregnant Iris early on in season 4. Because Candice Patton is fairly slim, like we've seen that before. So I don't know if it's just like some weird angle that's making it look like that way, making it look like that. But I don't know. It sort of looks like she's pregnant. I don't know what to think though. It just looks a bit different. And before people say, "Oh, Pagey, you're body shaming." No, because I know Candice Patton is skinny. So, well, not skinny, but like, you know, fit. So this is much different than her usual body shape. So it's making me think that it's, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like the photo quality isn't amazing. And I have zoomed in a bit. But yeah, I saw this photo and that was the first thing that I saw. I was like, wait, Iris looks a bit different here. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Olivia. I think it's just the angle, but I'm not 100% sure on it. Like, I think if I was going to, had to put money on it, what it is, I'd say it's the angle. But I do want to get like a second opinion whether people thought that it looked like she might have been a bit pregnant. But also it could be the dress. The dress could be one of those ones that's like really tight around like the stomach and then it's sort of like, it flows out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I was a bit confused. But that, oh, by the way, yeah, you also see, what do you call it? The new Harrison Wells in the middle there. That's obviously Sherlock Wells. So he's got a hat and longer hair and all of that. And then you have Nora Allen to the side there. Where's Ralph? Where's Joe as well? Who knows? Well, there's people in the background. I'm sure Ralph's around there somewhere. Stop being rude to her, Jesus. Me? I don't think I'm being rude to her at all. Yeah, I think it's just an angle because it just looks a bit different. I'd like to see another angle, but like obviously that's asking a bit too much. But I just wanted to get a second opinion on people, from everyone, what they thought. About it. I might bring it up in a video, but yeah, I just thought I'd get a second opinion from you guys. But I'll take this photo away. So yeah. Cecile is not there either, not just Joe. Yeah, so yeah, Cecile, Joe, Ralph, someone. Have I seen the Guyver? Don't know Guyver, and I don't watch anime, to be completely honest. I've watched like Death Note, that's about it. Supernova, I think you're one of those people that always comes in, it's like extremely negative. I'm not too sure if that's you or not. Can't remember. When they got to start filming the crossover, they're filming episode 8 of The Flash starting today, or like 12 hours ago, I think roughly they started. So obviously that's the crossovers next, but I don't know how long it's going to take them to film that 8th episode because that's the 100th episode. But that's really cool because it's the 100th episode. We might get some like new people returning for the 100th episode, like people coming to Vancouver and stuff. So we might get some information on that in the next couple of days. But in regards to the crossover, and expect the crossover to start filming around the time the shows start coming back on TV. That's usually when they start filming the crossover every single year. What is the news about Dark Phoenix trailer? What do you mean? Do you think they're going to post a picture of Ruby Rose with the bat costume? I think eventually they will, obviously. Like, that'll be one of their promo pictures. But honestly, they might just... I think if they're going to film in public with her in the suit, they'll do an official poster for it or official image release of it because they don't want the first image of Ruby Rose in her Batwoman suit being some, like, you know, me with my camera phone saying, oh, and then, like, zooming in, like, 100 times to get a decent photo. So they'll probably release an official image if they know they're going to film in public. With the thinger. Stephen Amell has already started filming the crossover. Where's that? Did he say that? Stephen Mel. I didn't see anything about him starting to film the crossover. They've just finished episode 7 of Arrow. No, they haven't. I don't know where you got that. Oh, no, Cullen. That you got. Yeah, no, that's you're talking about that photo he put up of himself with the green stuff on his face. That's that's nothing. That's him getting a face mold for something that's going to be in the crossover. Like, they haven't started filming the crossover yet, no. Because it would just be Steve. What's he going to be there going, hi, I'm by myself filming the crossover. No one else is here. Awesome. So, like, it's, yeah. You'll know when they film the crossover because everyone starts tweeting out about it. They're not really secret about when they start filming the crossover. They usually let people know. Because it's such a strenuous thing. It's just like, okay, we're filming the crossover. Not going to have a lot of time for social media. So, yeah, there's our explanation. Do you think the costume is going to be like the comics in regards to Batwoman? Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see what they do with the cow, because obviously Ruby Rose has short hair and stuff like that. I know, and Kate Kane does in the comics in a lot of runs as well. So I'm going to be interested to see if it's like a wig, or like the wigs are part of the cow or something like that. Yeah. Is DeVoe alive or not? He's dead. He should be dead. Don't know why he'd be alive. No, dude, he hasn't started filming the crossover. No point trying to work around it. He hasn't started filming the crossover. They just finished episode 7 of Arrow, so I'm moving to episode 8, just like how Flash did in today, and then they'll all basically go to the crossover at the same time. From what I heard, like last year, the biggest issue with the crossover was actually Legends, because they weren't on the same schedule. So Legends was a bit, and also because not all the Legends characters were involved with the crossover at one certain time, sort of like in and out. So Legends was always a hassle, not a hassle, but always like an obstacle that they had to work around. So that's sort of like one, reason that they wouldn't have been involved in this year's crossover. I will literally spam lightning bolts in chat if you talk about the Flash Comic-Con trailer. What do you want me to talk about it, DC Girl? What exactly about it? Have I seen Descendants? Is that the Disney movie? If so, no, I haven't seen it. Legends has a new trailer. Yeah, I saw that, Riley. I'll be doing a video on it tomorrow. Yeah, I saw it like this morning, I think, when I uploaded my, what do you call it? What was it? The video on the crossover stuff. X-Men timeline changed after Days of Future Past. Yeah, but like, it's just sort of like, I don't even know what the question was that was brought up, where I think I said something about like people dying, and someone said, oh, well, how can they die through in the future? It's because it's changed, but that's the whole thing. The X-Men timeline is just confusing. I don't think anyone would be able to explain it perfectly, because you can explain it perfectly from like, certain points, but then like something else will happen either in the past or in the future that just sort of like doesn't wreck your timeline, but just puts like a bit of a question mark over it. Who dies in Dark Phoenix? I think the chat, a lot of people thought was Mystique. Mystique is the top choice. Why don't you make videos on Iron Fist? Well, I think making videos on Netflix shows is pretty much pointless, at least reviews, and I don't binge watch the shows. Like, I only just recently finished Iron Fist. It took me like a while, because I only watch like an episode or 2 at a time, and I don't binge watch. I don't really like binge watching. Who is the guy in the end of the Flash Comic-Con trailer? That is Cicada. He's the villain for this season. So he was meant to be in the end of season 4, but they cut his scene. So that scene you see at the end of the Comic-Con trailer was meant to be at the end of season 4, but for some reason they deleted it and just chucked it in the season 5 trailer. There's a video explaining the X-Men timeline. It's hilarious. You should check it out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's hilarious, just because it's like so all over the joint. Yeah, Quicksilver could die as well, but just because you only see him like a couple times in the trailer, and yeah. So, but like I think a lot of people think he Mystique. Do you think Nora has a brother back in the future? I prefer if she didn't. I prefer if Nora's just Nora. Like, to be completely honest. But we'll have to wait and see what they want to do. I prefer if Nora's just Nora. How long do you think Ricardo Diaz will be in Arrow Season 7 for? Maybe half the season. It's hard to tell. Because he won't be the main villain again, obviously. But I don't think they'd try and get rid of him too early. But guys, we've been streaming for basically an hour now. I wasn't really expecting to stream for an hour. I was expecting to basically just watch the trailer and jump off. But thanks to everyone that tuned in and watched the trailer and had a good time. Greatly appreciate it. This was a late stream, basically the latest I've ever done a stream in regards to, like, I guess, American time. But obviously this was just a one-off because the trailer came out. But I don't know if you guys like this sort of stuff, so when other trailers come out, we can do this in the future. Just live stream, have a chat about it, rather than me do a video, like a trailer breakdown that every man and dog is going to do. Or even just a normal reaction video. I think the stream's really cool. What do you call it? Because we just have a chat and stuff. It's live. It's more interactive. But yeah, thanks to everyone that tuned in. If you have not watched my most recent video on the crossover stuff, go check it out. We'd be much appreciated if you go over there, check it out, give it a like, give it a comment, all that good stuff. Much appreciated for the support. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow for most likely 2 videos. I just put up 3 fingers, so 2 videos. Yeah, so I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye.